high school career. First one will be Sarah Hoffman. Karina Raquel May. Jason Wheeler. The next six individuals are class valedictorians, perfect 4.0 with grade point average. Heather Ampuso. Jason Ard.
I know that there are many of you guys out here suffocated by the image that has been created for Generation X. As technology and the age of computers has taken over, our level of awareness as young people has greatly expanded. We are surrounded by history. We have heard all about the generations before us, their good intentions, their dreams, and their failures. I know for me, it has been difficult to hold on to a dream that is my own. At times, it seems that all the good dreams have already been taken. We missed the free love generation and are now forced to live in the consequence generation. Doesn't that sound exciting? It is true that our generation suffers from a loss of dreams and a lack of faith, but I will not accept or even acknowledge the labels which society has tried to put upon us. If we continue to listen to who others say we are, we will start to live down to their expectations and deny ourselves the freedom we have been born with. I remember the opening scene of the movie Reality Bites when valedictorian Winona Ryder addresses her class. In closing, she asks, but the question remains, what are we going to do now? How can we repair the damage we inherited? Fellow graduates, the answer is simple. The answer is, Winona then hesitates for a very long 10 seconds. Fumbling through her note cards, nervous and stuttering, she continues. The answer is, I don't know. And the audience erupts with applause as Winona smiles sheepishly and backs away from the microphone. In the same way, I have no intention of standing before you on the day of our graduation and delivering a 3-minute speech on how to quick fix every problem currently facing our generation. But I do know that it's tough to find your place in history. In fact, it's frightening. And I think that we're all pretty restless, especially right now. At times, it seems we no longer struggle to hold on to our dreams. We no longer care whether our voices are heard. And we no longer believe in our ability to change things. I guess we don't really know where or how to begin. Fear has been something that I have constantly struggled with in my life. I often doubt myself, and my insecurities have many times prevented me from being the person who I really am. It would be easy for me to blame the media or society or the President of the United States for the problems which we all encounter, but I think that would only be cheapening our struggle. And I know all at once I see that it is not the world which prevents us from being who we really are or achieving our dreams. It is us, ourselves. 1 Corinthians 13 asks the question, what if I spoke with the tongues of men and angels but had no love? I would become a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. I believe that life void of love is awkward and dull and meaningless. Without love at the very core of who we are, we have nothing to give. A Scottish minister named Henry Drummond emphasized the importance of love in his book, The Greatest Thing in the World. He writes, what we are stretches past what we do, beyond what we possess. There is a great deal in the world that is delightful and beautiful. There is a great deal in it that is great and engrossing, but it will not last. All that is in this world, the longing of the eye, the longing of the flesh, and the pride of life are but for a little while. Love not the world, therefore. Nothing that it contains is worth the life and consecration of an immortal soul. The immortal soul must give itself to something that is immortal, and the only immortal things are faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Thank you, class of 98. Thank you for teaching me so much about myself. Thank you for teaching me how to love, and thank you for inspiring me to love others. I wish you the best, and I challenge you all to do the same. In closing, we shall pass through this world but once. Any good thing, therefore, that we can do, or any kindness that we can bestow to any human being, let us do it now. Let us not defer it or neglect it, for we shall not pass this way again. Thank you.
The reception committee stood talking about how honored they were to meet him and how the important people of the city were waiting to entertain him. Reporters took down his every word. Flash cameras were busy taking his picture. Suddenly, the giant of a man asked to be excused. He walked rapidly through the crowd onto the station platform. Coming to an old woman who was struggling with heavy suitcases, he scooped up her bags with his great hands. Then he told her to follow him. He worked his way through the throng and took the woman to her coach. After wishing her a good journey, he returned to the committee. "Sorry to have kept you waiting," he said to the astonished group. "I was just having my daily fun." The distinguished visitor was Albert Schweitzer, a famous philosopher, musician, doctor, missionary. "First time I ever saw a sermon walking," said one of the reporters. A member of the reception committee remarked, "A lot of us stuffed shirts were unstuffed that moment." Well, they might be. A man with a world mission, engaged in writing a profound history of civilization, was demonstrated in a simple, unaffected way, the love of God for the least individual and the democracy of true brotherhood. As you begin to pursue advanced education, jobs, careers, military service, whatever your goals, remember the importance of service. Serve your families, your friends, and especially those that are in need. Albert Schweitzer, the man mentioned before, went on to say, "You must give some of your time to your fellow man, even if it's a little thing. Do something for those who need the help, something for which you get no pay, but the privilege of doing it." We were created that we might live for one another. Possibly the greatest source of joy and fulfillment that can be known to mankind is service to others. On behalf of the Prairie graduating class, I'd like to take this time to express appreciation for the service, support, and sacrifices made by our parents, families, teachers, and administrators. You are the ones we should honor. You've shown us the way. Your service and your sacrifices have been a great example for us. Let each of us in turn share that example with others, that we may experience the joy and sense of fulfillment that comes from this service. This is my hope for all of us today and forever. I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And that which I can do, I ought to do. And that which I ought to do, by God's grace, I shall do. Thank you.
Dawn Kibbe, Kari Killian,
Delora Ellen Killingsworth, Stephanie Denise King, Scott Ryan Cleveland, Zachary Austin Knittle, Cassandra Dawn Knudsen, Karen Kuhlman, Jessica Ann Colts, David Coons, Fiona Veronica Kuhl, Heather Rose Koppman, Rocco Cruzet, Jamie Kuyu, Tyson Lagler, Kim Loney, Jeanette Lowe. John Maduda.
Nathaniel Jared Makowski. Jeremy David Mancias. Jennifer Marquis. Paul Marsalic. Amanda Matson. Jared Matson. April Louise McCallum. Christina McClellan. Stacy A. McClure. Jamie McLaughlin. Amanda Marie McCowan. April Patricia Meggs. Laura Christina Meyer. Benjamin Thomas McKeel. C.J. Miller. Jennifer Lynn Miller. Michael Brent Miller. Aubrey Aaron Mullera. Nolan Raff. John Patrick Ryan. Christopher Lee Shores. Jeremy Andrew Davis.
Well, graduates, would you close your eyes and join me in the moving with Hassel? Please be seated.